Hello, my name is gameANDchange, and this is a review for Overcooked on Xbox One. Please subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. I'm highly motivated to grow this YouTube channel, but I can't do it without you. Thank you so much. In this game, you are given ingredients to prepare and cook for guests at different locations. Each order you are given has a time limit. Eventually, you will see multiple orders at once, each with a time span. In addition to a time span for each order, each game has its own time span. So you have to complete as many orders as you can before time runs out. Order complexity increases as you progress through the game. There's a lot to keep track of, and for someone not used to playing this type of game, I think the controls are tight and responsive. There's hardly an instance when something happens and I think it's the game's fault. When I drop chopped onions on the counter or floor instead of into the cooking pot, it's annoying, but I realize I wasn't perfectly facing the cooking pot before pressing A, so it was my fault, my L. Some levels have moving hazards that will make it difficult to get to different parts of the kitchen. Make sure your food doesn't burn as well. If it burns, there is a fire extinguisher available. You will have to put the fire out, empty the cooking pot into the trash, and then redo the order. Make sure your orders are correct. If you don't cook an order correctly, adding onions to a soup that doesn't call for it, for instance, you can either throw it away and restart the order, or let that order fail and begin on the next. Dishes also need to be accounted for. Well, not all dishes, but plates to be exact. Each order you serve needs to be on a plate before being served. It sounds obvious, but it's worth mentioning because there are times in the game when 1 or 2 orders are complete, but there aren't any plates. A few seconds after you serve food, the plate comes back dirty, and then you or someone else you are playing with needs to bring that plate to the sink and press X to begin washing the plate. You need to stand there while the dishes are being washed. You can't leave that station or the washing stops. It's all fast-paced though. Don't worry, you won't be stuck standing still waiting for dishes to wash for too long. When playing co-op, you might be yelling for plates to be cleaned because food is ready and time is running out. Someone has to be on dish duty at some point. Doing everything myself in single player was fun for a little while, but playing co-op was much more enjoyable. It gets everyone talking. The game's tutorial in the first level tells you all the basics, but some things are left for you to figure out on your own. Hear this. I used to pick up a pot of cooked food, bring it to a plate, press A to fill the plate, put the pot back on the stove, and then take the plate to the serving zone. What a waste of time. I did not know you can bring the plate to the pot while the pot is still on the stove and press A to fill the plate. It saves a few steps. I felt like a genius when I discovered this. Something else I learned along the way: what to do when food is about to burn. Well, the solution is easy. It's simple. Take it off the burner or add another required ingredient to reset the cooldown. If the food is all the way finished but no plate is available, take the pot off the stove and put it on a counter. Also, chopped ingredients can be put into a pot to be cooked after. Not always useful, but sometimes it's necessary. Another thing we started doing as we played were handoffs. Okay, the handoff. Sometimes if playing co-op, you can have one person grab ingredients and then put them down on the table for me to grab and begin chopping right away, instead of everyone running around the table, usually a long table, to the ingredient bin, running back and forth. Another thing I learned while playing was that you can set chopped ingredients down on the counter for later use. It sounds basic, but you get comfortable with these decisions as you play, each decision kind of being necessary at different times. You can be as organized or as disorganized as you choose. In Overcooked, there are many ways to achieve a goal, and while playing alone is an option, the game really makes for a good game to play with others. It requires everyone to talk to each other. This game allows for up to 4-player cooperative play, co-op play, couch co-op. Play in silence if you choose, but then suddenly all the plates are dirty and you have too many onions chopped when you should have already started on the tomatoes. That's a real example. Multiplayer is local, no online multiplayer. A lot of people in the review section on Xbox Marketplace were upset about the lack of online multiplayer. But honestly, I'm content with this game being what it is. It's good for all ages, and it's a couch co-op game. I'm going to recommend playing with friends whenever they visit. If what I've said about this game sounds complicated, it isn't. The learning curve is small, and it's a great game for non-gamers and young kids. In Overcooked, I like the world map level selection. It's familiar and nice.
Oh, everyone can drive the truck. Look at that.
Who driving the truck?
Bronson, you pressing buttons?
No, I'm not pressing buttons. That's you.
That's you.
No, that's you.
You can do it too.
I'm not driving. That's Bronson.
Let me see what happens if you press this, if you try to control it.
Oh.
Yeah, we can all fight over the direction. That's crazy. Okay.
I enjoy how when you have someone playing with you, everyone has equal control over the food truck you drive to get to different levels on the world map. It creates mischievous fun. I like how each completed level receives a grade. This is a familiar practice, but I like it. 3 stars is the best you can do, and it's fun to revisit previously played levels to improve your performance. It's also appreciated that at the beginning of each level, you are given an option for someone to pick up a controller and just jump right in. That's nice. At first glance, since this isn't normally the genre of game that I play, I did not think that I was going to enjoy this game, but I see its potential, especially as a game to play with family and friends. I should also mention that there's more to this game than what I covered in this review. I'm just letting you know the basics of the game so you can decide whether or not it's for you. But there's more than what I've mentioned. There is a versus mode. There are also collectibles. I'm not aware of all the different collectibles and unlocks, but I know that one thing that unlocks as you play are different cooks or chefs. Most recently, we unlocked an animal cook, an animal chef. He looks like a fox.
Am I in?
Press A. Oh, you're a dog now?
I guess so. A fox, right?
Yeah.
This game is free right now for the month of October 2018 if you have an Xbox Live Games with Gold membership. I played this game alone and then played it again, couch co-op. I don't think I would enjoy coming back to this game to play single player because having to switch between 2 cooks and managing everything by myself was a little bit frustrating. At first it was fun, but then I started thinking about other things I'd rather play. However, I'm definitely keeping this game installed for co-op play. There's people in my life that don't even play games who like this game, and it's going to be a staple in my house for when we have events here.
5 seconds left.
4, 3, 2, 1. No.
How do we do? I wonder. You get 2 stars.
2 stars!
Again.
Again. Ah, this is
It
fun.
feels like we working so
It
hard.
does. This is like it feels like a
we're
job.
doing-
It feels like
It
work.
feels like a real job. It feels like
This has been a gameANDchange discussion, a review of Overcooked on Xbox One. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you subscribe as well. I respect and appreciate you, and thanks so much for helping me grow my YouTube channel. Have yourself a delightful day, and take care.